My friends traumatized a burglar, but it was so funny we got away with it. In college, I was throwing an end-of-year party at my house and suddenly felt the need to throw up. Both of the bathrooms were taken, so as a last resort, I ran outside and into the bushes. When I was finally done and looked up, I see my neighbor's window open, which was weird because he was at the party and lived alone. I went over to the window and saw some guy with a travel bag stuffing everything valuable he could fit inside it. It took me a minute to realize what I was seeing, but when it hit me, I ran back upstairs telling everyone there was someone robbing the house next door. A few girls called the police, but for the guys, it was already too late. Some of them picked up some brooms, one of them even getting a roll of duct tape, and all ran across to the house next door. The burglar sees them, panics, and tries to leave through the same window. By then, it was already too late because the mob of drunk guys tackled him to the ground and hit him with their brooms. He just laid there absolutely terrified out of his mind when the rest of the guys came outside. The duct tape guy saw what was going on and started to tie the guy's hands and feet together. I have no idea why he just let it happen, because after someone brought a giant trash bag outside and we fit his entire body inside of it. He was wrapped up like a Christmas present with his head sticking out while we continued to tie him up with the entire roll of tape. He just sat there mumbling to let him go, and he'll never come back. The police were still nowhere in sight, and one guy has the idea to go get more stuff to tie him up with. At this point, he already looked like a human caterpillar that they left to the dollar store to get some rubber bands. 10 minutes later, they came back with no bands but an entire rope. They weren't gonna hurt him, so I went up to see if everyone else inside was all right and checked to see when the cops were coming. 5 minutes later, I come back out to see they had somehow tied him upside down to a lamppost, leaving him hanging there. Everybody was still drunk, and the police response time was already so unbelievably slow that by the time they finally got there 15 minutes later, we had already brought our speakers outside and kept partying around the human caterpillar. I think someone even offered him some beer, but he couldn't drink it upside down. A few of our neighbors came outside to tell us to turn the noise down, but after seeing the guy and having us explain who he was, they laughed and were just thankful we caught a burglar. The cops came and were desperately trying to seem serious about the whole situation, but we could see them hiding their smiles. They had been searching for this guy for a while and couldn't believe this was how they catch him. They weren't mad since we were all 18 and didn't hurt him, but the best part was they got him down and put him in their car and literally just drove off while keeping him in his caterpillar costume.